Hey, so I'm gonna do a quick video of my Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Okay, this is just my opinion. So, first person I put on my Mount Rushmore is the Undertaker, the Phenom, the Dead Man, the American Badass. American Badass is my personal favorite. That's the one I grew up watching, and then obviously the Dead Man later on. Just the Brothers of Destruction, the streak, right? Multiple title reigns, just overall longevity, and just the amount of work he put into his character. The amount of work that he put into his character, no one can match. No one has matched that type of commitment. No one. No one. Uh, Also, it's Undertaker. Next person I'm gonna put on there is Hulk Hogan. Now, the version of Hulk Hogan I'm really gonna put on there is, yes, the traditional one is the reason why wrestling is mainstream, why wrestling is popular, why wrestling is what it is today, right? He paved the way for every wrestler, right? Especially for the big man, right? But I put WCW Hollywood Hulk Hogan on there more so. Reason, maybe I should take that back because he was impactful. But the only reason why he was probably just as impactful is because of his babyface run. Because no one thought this man would ever turn heel. It just didn't make sense at the time, right? Because he was just so hot. He was just white hot, right? Had a good thing going. Now, that being said, Hulk Hogan, eat your vitamins, say your prayers. Hulkman is running wild. Probably the longest title streaks, period, right? I don't know for sure, but very iconic, larger than life. Household name. Everyone knows who Hulk Hogan is, and this is across countries. Everyone knows who Hulk Hogan is, especially with that heel turn in WCW. Man, the best heel turn of all time. That's just my opinion. You can think, I don't know, other heel turns were better. I can't really think of any ones that are just as good. A lot of them aren't as great. I mean, Shawn Michaels had a good one. Um, Stone Cold had a good one, but nah, man, it's because all his whole career he was this good guy, you know, this role model, and then he went with the Bad Boys Club. So Hulk Hogan, right? Undertaker, Hulk Hogan. The other person, I'm going to put the most electrifying man of all sports and entertainment, The Rock, right? Uh, regardless of what he does now, right, as far as movies and things like that, The Rock was a wrestler first, right? His family he grew up in the wrestling business. So, The Rock, in in ring mic skills, promo skills, is the best. He is unmatched. He has people that can hang with him, and there's people that are very good. But every promo he has done has been solid gold. I can't think of one that was not entertaining. I can't think of one that was not entertaining. Even the stuff he did a long time ago when he was first starting and stuff like that. Especially that first promo, it's like "Die, Rocky, die." Like that's when he became his own. That's when he became The Rock, right? His charisma unmatched, right? His likability unmatched. Even when he was a heel, he was liked. So fucking funny, funny, right? So, and this whole about that as well. The Rock And maybe it can be an unpopular opinion, but obviously, when I said, hey, Hulk Hogan paved the way, The Rock's career wouldn't have been what it is today if it wasn't for one man. And that one man is the GOAT, Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock is my favorite character. I'm sorry. The Rock is my favorite wrestler, but Stone Cold is the literal GOAT. There is People can make cases for Hulk Hogan. People can make cases for John Cena or whoever else they want to try to throw in there. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. They can try to make their cases. Ric Flair. You can make your cases. But even Ric Flair said it himself. This man is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. And it's true. He put the WWE, the whole company, on his back. He was the face of the company during a time where they were threatened by WCW, and WCW was doing better than them. Shawn Michaels one couldn't have done that. Shawn Michaels was great, but Shawn Michaels was inconsistent, right? Uh, as well, Stone Cold had the best rivalries. He did. Was there a time when they made a mistake with his character? Yeah, right. I felt like he retired a little too soon. He had so much money he left on the table. Him versus Hulk Hogan should have been a thing. And looking at it, and even looking at the interviews that he's done, and he's talked about it. Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit of BS. He was right. Oh, Hulk Hogan was not where he was. All right, cool. But even then, you still could have had a WrestleMania with him, even a year or two after. That was probably the match that I wanted to see out of everything. I would love to have seen him and John Cena go at it too. I would love to see him even go against CM Punk, right? But obviously he retired, he got old, and but he still got it. You can still tell he still got it. Every time that glass shatters and that music plays, the roof pops off the building. Stone Cold has that effect on every wrestling fan. I don't care who you are. Even if you don't like Stone Cold, you have to respect what this man has done and understand the reason why he is considered better than everyone else. He's better than Goldberg. He's better than Ric Flair. He's better than Hogan. He's better than Triple H. He's better than The Rock. He's better than Undertaker. Better than Kane. Better than Chris Jericho. Better than Kurt Angle. Better than John Cena. Better than shit. Did I say Ed? Jeff Hardy, Edge. He's better than all of them, and all because he is well rounded. Right? His iconic finisher, the stunner. What more of a perfect finisher can you have? Right? His character, his charisma, right? He can hang with The Rock on the microphone. Their charisma together, their rivalry is the best rivalry of all time, in my opinion. Stone Cold and The Rock, their rivalry on who was the best, who was the face of the company, is the best rivalry, in my opinion. I still like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, their rivalry. I love that rivalry too. Um, I can't even really say anyone else's rivalry that was just as intense and just must watch, TV, because the charisma between the chemistry between The Rock and Stone Cold, man, it's not matched. I mean, Shawn Michaels had a good rivalry with Undertaker, but I don't think it holds a candle to Stone Cold and The Rock. Hulk Hogan had really good rivalries. Him and Macho Man Randy Savage, one of the best ones. Still don't think it's better. Just don't. Um, and Triple H has some pretty good rivalries as well. Even John Cena has. John, and I'm getting off topic, but in my opinion, John Cena's best rivalry was CM Punk. I believe that in his whole career. I mean, Edge is a good runner up. Randy Orton is a good runner up. But I think the person that pushed John Cena to do, persevere and go through, honestly, the person that threatened John Cena the most was CM Punk. But the powers that be, they just didn't like his attitude. But that was his attitude. I feel like CM Punk was the reason why he didn't get over when it came to the back in the politics. He just didn't like it, but most people in the wrestling business don't like the politics. He just wasn't playing ball, you know, and he's doing great now, but that's off topic. So, Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold, Mount Rushmore. Honorable mentions: Ric Flair, obviously, Shawn Michaels, obviously, Bret Hart, obviously. Um, who else? Macho Man, I can put him under there. Um, some people probably say Andre the Giant, but I didn't really see that much of Andre. Um, you know, I would put him somewhat close, but I wouldn't put him over Undertaker or any of Mount Rushmore, and I wouldn't even put him over Ric Flair or Macho Man Randy Savage. I wouldn't put him over them. Um, Triple H, put him in there as well. Um, some people can try to put John Cena in there, and if you can put John Cena in there, you might as well put Randy Orton, you might as well put Edge, you might as well put Batista, and then you might as well put Brock Lesnar in that boy. And if you're gonna put Brock Lesnar in that boy, you might as well put Goldberg. Um, One of my personal favorites I hold dear to my heart, Eddie Guerrero. He's a goat in his own right, but him, Chris Benoit was great. Let's not talk about him all too much. Um, Kurt Angle, forgot about him. Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Kane. There's a lot of dudes that were just very good at what they did, but they were not the biggest guys. They weren't the biggest guys. There's people that were very close. Triple H was very close. Shawn Michaels, yeah, he was that dude, but his longevity, he just couldn't do it. He didn't want to. To be honest with you, I don't think he ever really wanted to be just the guy that held the company up. But that's why Stone Cold surpassed him as quickly as he did. So, besides his personal issues or whatever, but yeah, easy day. Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and the GOAT, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, I would love to hear your comments on my Mount Rushmore. I know I went off on a little bit of a tangent. This is like a 13-minute video or whatever. But just, like, comment, subscribe. My channel is going to be about just more than just obviously wrestling and little lists and stuff like that. It's going to be about basketball. It's going to be about life, purpose, things like that. I got a couple ideas for skits and stuff like that, but mainly I want to do reviews, right? I'm going to do a series on Dexter, right? I have to do a series on Dexter. Dexter is probably my favorite TV series besides Game of Thrones. So just a couple things that I got in mind, but I'm just gonna do. I just wanted to do a quick video because wrestling is pretty easy to do videos on, because it's a big community out there. So I just want to do a couple reviews and things like that. See where this channel and where you guys help, take and guide my channel. I want to do a couple reviews and stuff like that. So, thank you. Please like, please subscribe. Okay, I want to have more discussions about y'all favorite wrestlers and your Mount Rushmore and stuff like that. So please comment. Let me know who you think is the GOAT of wrestling. I really want to get into that conversation on who the GOAT is. If y'all got ties or y'all can't choose, that's fine too. But for me, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay. All right. So that being said, all right. Peace out. Have a good one. Okay.